go. Going on, people. These clamps suck so bad. What's going on, single person? What's going on, random people? 4. What's going on? Friday Night Lives. How's all these look? Make sure they're all even. My shelf I'm gonna build with them. There you go. Always sucks when you're like barely off and everything else is perfect. This one's a little bit longer. What's going on? Go ahead and build me a shelf. I got lots of stuff to build tonight. I got my bookends started. So go ahead, get the table saw out, cut the sides of these so I can get them glued up as well. Oh, I am going to make a shelf with this wood real fast. And then I'm making, I'll show you. Making some more of these bookends. So got those started. Need to make 4 more of these ones, and I got 4 other ones I'm gonna be making. But first, I'm gonna get this shelf built because this will be pretty quick and easy to do. I got the wood cut for it, so this isn't for an order or anything. It's just for just to have an extra one around, so when somebody orders it, because these are pretty popular, I can just toss it in a box and it's gone. So that's the plan. What's everybody doing tonight? Anything fun? Obviously not, because you're watching me. I got bookends to make. My shop's kind of a mess. And the shelf to build. What else am I doing? I got a book rest I want to build. I've only built one before, so I have to build another one. My wife wants it. And there's something else I want to do. Oh, I got to carve some apples too, so I was going to get those cut out and started. Anybody doing any builds tonight, hanging out? So many things to build. Not enough time. There we go. Oh, you know what I wanted to do with this? I already started using the brad nails. I wanted to do a different kind of joining, but it's alright. I'll just do it how I normally do it. I was going to go ahead and use dowel rods on it just to hold it all together, because I just glue and shoot it like this. So simple butt, butt joint or whatever. So, but I wanted to do some different kind of joining on it that might be a little bit stronger, and once I do all the setup for it, way easier to assemble, which is pretty freaking easy. So, but with Christmas, not too far away, and the holiday season, I want to get a little bit of a stock build up, so I'm not scrambling between my side jobs, my main job, and then coming out here. I'm not scrambling trying to get this stuff done and just coming up short, But these shelves, when they're not stained or anything like that, they're just like this here, just plain. Just natural wood with a little bit of a beeswax linseed oil finish. And probably do one of these in like 30 minutes. Somebody time me. Extra glue goes on the front of your workbench. It's like an unspoken rule. There we go. Not much of it built. That one's a little looser. A little loose, that's what I like. It to be a nice tight fit. I grab it from the wrong pile, I'm going to grab it from the wrong pile. There we go, yep, I grabbed it from the wrong pile. Oh, my nail shoot out the side. Look at that. I messed up. What is that? Amateur hour in here. Just got started building a shelf and I'm already failing at it. Ridiculous. It's alright. It's not a hard fix. It happens. Gotta pay attention to what I'm doing. What is that? There we go. Get all this stuff done and hopefully have a little bit of time to work on my sign. Get the letters cut out for that. I have some ideas now. I've been brainstorming on it. Having like a creative block sucks, especially when you're trying to build something fun for yourself. I'm making a sign for the TheSapShop, and it's been kind of hard trying to figure out exactly what I want it to be, or how I want it to look and be set up and stuff. I want to be simple, or I want to go crazy with it. What exactly I want on it, you know, because it's a woodworking shop. But I also want it to represent me. Get my letters stained too. Do that. So much stuff to do out here. Should have been out here sooner. It's alright, that just means I'll stay out here later. Oh no. Alrighty. I'm gonna make sure they're perfect. There we go. Drop my nails, breaking them all apart. That's probably gonna be a jam in a minute. There we go. What's going on? I'm just out here in the workshop doing what I always do. Building stuff. Now I gotta mess with this guy here. Made little oopsies here. I'll break it off. Without damaging my piece here. I don't know where my cutters went. There we go. Break that off. A little nail pop through there. There we go. Good as new. What's everybody up to? Anything fun? I built a new wood rack. My workshop. Got this guy here. Comes off. And then I went ahead and put slats here. So I can double as a drying rack. So, but I took off my wood rack on this wall. So I can put my soon-to-be TheSapShop sign right there. All I have is the frame and the back done of it. And I got a bunch of letters cut out. Where'd I put those? I got all my letters cut out for it. If I can find them. Where'd I put them? Oh, they're gone forever. Nah, put them somewhere to keep them safe, and now they're safe for me, right? Where'd I put them? There they are. Here we are. With like the old English look here. Cut these all out with my scroll saw. And I cut this guy out. So, gotta get the paper off of these. See, I just printed it off and then glued it to the face. I need this paper off here and then get them stained. Get them stained. Gonna go black, I think. I think I'm gonna have them raised off the sign a little bit too, so they're not just flat on there. So I'm still coming up with how I'm gonna make it all look. Alrighty. And make sure I close these glues. Keep on leaving my glue open and ruining them. Let me give this a quick sand, so it might be a little loud. Shelves are for kids, so I gotta make sure I sand down the edges and try to make it a little less like sharp feeling. I don't know, kids poking their little eyes out of my shelf. So, now, give this thing a quick finish. I'm gonna wait because I'm gonna be cutting up some more wood and stuff. So I don't want to put a finish on here and make sawdust, and then it just sticks all over my finish. So I'll put my super quick, easy little shelf off to the side, work on some more stuff. Oh, I need to get some paper too. I have so much stuff to do. I forget how much stuff I want to do, and I remember. I need some paper so I can do some tracing too, so I can get some templates made for my website. And I wanted to see if I could use this. I cut this up yet? I haven't. I started making a sword out of this here, but I'm gonna change what sword I'm gonna make. I don't know if it's big enough though to. My idea is I'm using pine here, so to be a little bit lighter. I think I'm gonna drill, get a cord out as much as I can, and put a metal rod up in there or something to make this a little bit more sturdy for when you're holding it. Oh, there we go. It's pretty heavy, so. I was gonna make the soul sword from Spawn. Yeah, I kind of sketched out on here, but I'm changing my mind. I think I'm either gonna make this into a sword from Berserk. It's probably what's gonna be is the Dragon Slayer, but I gotta reinforce this handle before I can do that. But I wanted to get this down so I can. That's what this thing is. Pretty heavy for 3 pieces of 1x all glued together. So get that down, put it off to the side so I don't forget about it. Fun Friday night. Why be clubbing when you can be in the workshop? I'm too old for clubs. I just get tired at 9. Want to go home, have Taco Bell, pass out. Alright, what should I do next? So I got these guys here. Probably should get my table saw out real fast and cut the backs of these. I think that's what I'm gonna do. You guys gotta see what I have to do to use a table saw in my little workshop. It's kind of a disaster right now, so. But we make it work in here. Wish I could have music on without getting flagged for copyrights. Oh, yeah, it sucks about YouTube, because they flag you for any kind of music. There we go. Actually, something big. Oop. Get my stand stuck. There we go. Almost dropped you. There we go. What's going on? I got like 8 different projects going on right now, so I'm just knocking out one thing at a time that I need. There we go. I need to make the back of these, so I need 8 of them. I think this is should have enough. Using I'm cutting select pine. It's a little bit nicer of a pine. Still not that cheap, but this stuff's kind of expensive for being pine. Ooh, you know what I got? I had more stuff to build. I just forgot. I got a piece of wood in my truck so I can build my sled for the table saw. I almost forgot about that too. Oh man. What did I need? I needed an extension cord. That's what I needed. Which is... where'd I put it? There it is. Found it. Needed power. There we go. I need to change the blade on this table saw soon too. Oh, here, I'm gonna put you maybe right there. Put you right here. Off to the side a little bit, but okay. So if you see my finger get cut off, you just watch it fly away. It's not gonna get cut off, I hope. Caught on my table is like barely catching the edge of it. And I knocked my stuff off my table. Let's see. You still good? Okay. Knocked this off accidentally. So, I'm just gonna break a $300 brand new. Not a big deal. Nah, it's good. It's good. Now I gotta think while I have the table saw out. Do I need it for anything else? Because I'd be kind of upset if I was like, oh yeah, I wanted to do this too. But I think I just wanted to make my sled. I got all the parts for a sled, and today when I picked up some more wood that I needed to make the sled for my table saw, so I can have a cross-cut little sled or whatever. So I think we're good. I think I'll put it up now. There we go, so you're not staring into my armpit. That's what you gotta do in a little workshop is get stuff out, put it back, even if it's a couple cuts. But that's gonna let me keep working on these bookends I'm making. Oh, that's what I needed to cut with it. I need to cut one more thing. See, lose my mind. Where are they at? It's up there. Nope. I need to cut. I'll do that later, actually. I need to cut the bases for them, but I'm gonna wait until they're fully done. Like everything's glued up before I start cutting the bases. big reason I went with the job site saws, so I can do this instead of like building my own base. I wanted to make it so I could do this with it. And it just gets rolled over here to the side, out of the way. So. Alrighty. So got these guys. Perfect. So what I'm doing is I'm gonna cut this and glue it to the end. Then I'm gonna round this out so I can make this look like a book. That's the goal. I think I'm sitting at 9 inches with these guys. Kick the stuff out of my way. Nine inches. I knew that, just second guessing myself. Yeah, I take these ones and laser engrave them before I glue them all up. Or else that'd be kind of a pain. These ones here get painted, so I can put them all together. I'm making two different bookends, 4 of each. So, and I need to build my workbench out further because I built this around a different miter saw that wasn't as far back, so this one sits way farther up. So I gotta rebuild like this out like 6-7 inches out so it actually sits right. So right now I'm like right on the edge of my workbench. See this? So gotta do a little redesign in here, but it's working for right now. So 8 of them. I'm just gonna do this way. I like this select pine because it's a little bit more dense, but it keeps going from price. It's went up like $4 in the past couple of years. Right after COVID, just everything's stupid. Like a sheet of plywood is stupid price. A nice sheet of birch is like $90. Like, what am I really gonna build with a nice sheet of birch? Just like one sheet. It's gonna cost me like $300 just to build some nice cabinets out of, you know. It's crazy. What am I doing? That's so expensive. Toss that in the scrap box because I'll find use for it. But everything's getting so expensive, even just to build stuff. It's crazy. So I just wanted to make this sled so I can just cut them out, put a little stop on there. What's going on? I've got a ton of different things I want to build. So I'm just working on it. How many I got? I got 6, 7. Need one more for what I'm currently working on. think my dogs are outside messing with something. They keep on killing possums, driving me insane. Why do they do this? Look at this. They put the stickers and they cut it up. I don't know why they do this. I don't know. I never worked retail, so maybe there's obviously a reason for it. But ridiculous. What's going on? A hacky sack. There we go. Missed that one. But now, dancing. Da 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 da. Did I trip on a piece of wood? There we go. Use this for something else. Take these guys. I'm just gonna glue it up. Let it dry, and then I can get sanded on it. These are fun builds. There's a lot to them. Like, they're simple, but not simple at the same time. I got 4 of these guys to go. Gotta make sure there's no glue on them. So, oh, not that one. Grabbing the wrong sander. Yesterday, and there was this guy just tossing 2x4s onto this cart and not looking at them. I mean, these boards he was getting are like crazy crooked, and I feel bad for the guy. I was thinking about it today. I was like, I feel bad for that guy because he got home, and if he's trying to build anything that's gonna look square straight, he's gonna be pissed off. Like, this wood sucks, and he didn't even like take the time to look down the board to make sure they were straight. He just tossed them on the cart like they only have straight wood at Home Depot, right? There we go. Look at that. Make these guys up. What am I making? I am in the process of making some bookends. So here's my Death Note bookend. So I'm making the book here. I just put 2 pieces of wood, glued up, and then the end. Sawdust is killing me. And then hand carve an apple. So right now I'm in the process of getting the books all made for it, and then I'm gonna glue it up, let it dry, sand it, round this out, really make it like a book. And I'm making 8 of them, so I got 2 different kinds. One's gonna be Death Note, which is an anime that I really like. I've sold 2 of them so far. I think they're really cool. I've probably had like a couple hundred people like that, but nobody's bought it besides 2 people on Etsy. So, but the holiday season's coming up, and there's an event coming up in November that I'm going to be in. So I'm just trying to get a stock of all this stuff because it's always nice. What's up? What's going on, people? I am just building away. this. Need some clamps. Pipe clamps. And I always just use glue. I don't like nail them, because why, you know, I think it's overkill to nail them on here. I need to get one of those like rolly things for my glue, but then again, it just costs money. I can do this. Rub the extra on the front of the workbench, because that's how we do it. There we go. Anybody got anything cool they're building? Any projects? I know it's Halloween's coming up, so it's always time to get some cool Halloween stuff going on. I know I'm getting all my Halloween decorations up tomorrow. At least that's the, oh come on. At least that's the plan. What's going on with this one? You know what it needs? The hammer. There it goes. There, now doesn't want to be a pain in my butt. I'm getting my big old skeleton up tomorrow. And I got some pumpkins for my tree in the front of my house. There you go, there's pine needles cleaned up on the back of my yard. I was gonna burn some stuff tonight, but there's many pine needles. I'm afraid I'll burn down my shed. Been close to doing it before. There we go. There's one, gluing up. Make sure it's gonna look good on there. Probably gonna build me a scarecrow tomorrow. I'm gonna do a short on that. This weekend is so busy between kids' sports and stuff to do around the house. Especially it's been raining all week. So this weekend is supposed to be not raining. So I can actually get some stuff done in the outside of the house. These things can be a pain sometimes. Wish I could have some music on, but YouTube gets mad at you and gives you copyrights for when you have you know, the radio playing or something. There's two. need to make some more pipe clamps. These things, I got them from Harbor Freight. They're junk. Who would have guessed? Some stuff from Harbor Freight's not junk, but these guys, they work. I mean, I can't say too much bad about it. They've done their job so far. They're just definitely not my favorite. And then the clamps I want are like $40, $50 a piece. So I'll never have those. Maybe I'll buy me one for Christmas. I'll get an ad clamp for Christmas. That's what I'll do. Then I'll never use it because I only have one and I need two for half the stuff. There we go. Make sure you get plenty of glue on this. So I don't want it coming apart one day. Make sure it stays all nice and even and beautiful. There we go, another one. Productivity is the theme tonight. And then I have my least favorite clamps ever. Look at these. These things are freaking junk. Junk. Right here, look at this. Junk. But it's all I got left. So we'll use it. I need to invest in clamps. That's the theme tonight. I gotta invest in some clamps. I'm so hungry right now, but I just had dinner and a snack, and my medicine's making me gain weight or something. I'm almost 180, which is heavy for me. It's a little alarming. But I'm on this medicine. I'm pretty sure it's the medicine's fault making me gain weight. I'm gonna glue this up like this. That'll probably work the best. Try it like this. Yeah, I think that'll work good. The thing that sucks about these clamps is this little thing here. Like, it's cool, it pops the head off, but it comes undone all the time. So I'll be in the middle of clamping something up, and the head will just pop off. Drive me insane. Alrighty, there's our fourth one. Yeah, I'm over here on the floor. This is the drying area. Next to the pallet wood I gotta make something out of. Here's my fancy drying area. Next to the pallet wood. Next to my packing material. Next to the candle making station. That's where I make candles. It's a multi-faceted workshop here. Make candles, woodworking. Sometimes I cry in here. It's a she shed sometimes. It's coming here and sob with the lights out. It's what we do in here. Alrighty, so I got those. I got these cut out for my other ones that I need to do some laser engraving on, which are over here. I think I might make some apples, or start making some apples. Let's put you so you're not staring at my titties. There we go. Oh no. Wanted to make a book stand. Refigure it out and see what we got. Missed. Might not be able to. I think I'm missing a piece of wood that I need. I think I'm missing something. I need to clean this place up. I made a mess. Put my new rack in there. I made a mess. There we go. Check these out. My brother made these for me. These are for my other booking I'll be making. 3D printed. These guys. They're called bay lids. Got a little eyeball on there. Little nose. And a mouth. It's pretty cool. I got 4 of those guys, so I'm gonna make 4 bookends for them. Wild. Came out super good. Let's see. I think I'm gonna make some apples. That's what needs made. Those take the longest for sure. These bookends take a while to build, and I don't charge that much for them. So I think make some apples. So I've been cutting out this chunk of 4x4 and using a jigsaw and cutting I'll have to show you. I've been cutting these lines to like kind of carve out the center of the apple. So I'm gonna try with the miter saw instead, which might be easier than using a jigsaw. Less sketchy. And I got this 8-foot 4x4, not treated. So I think I'm probably gonna be able to get like a dozen, maybe 15 apples out of this. So they're not very tall. They're like 5 inches tall. So what I'm gonna do? That's a good angle. And probably over here. The light's good over here. Alright. This 4x4 is twisted too. It sucks. There's like, and it's barely on here on my workbench. So take chunks of 4x4 and make it into an apple like this one here. That I carve out. So let's see. I need to remember how tall this apple is. I'm gonna measure this one. Yeah, 4 inches. That's what I thought. I knew this because I make these before. I made these before. My own invention. So I'm gonna do 5/8 and 5/8. So what I'm gonna do is, this is how big the apple's gonna be. Oh, here we go. To this line, and then I want like the bottom and the top of it, and this would be the core middle part that I want to lose some of. So I've been just taking a jigsaw and kind of cutting into it, then knocking it out with the chisel and hammer. So this time I'm gonna make lines, use my miter saw, and try and cut even lines across, which I think will come out better. So, but it's a little bit more work. Where'd my speed square go? Speed square. Huh. It's around here somewhere. How to use this one. Not like I don't have a million different kind of squares. First getting cut. I want that to be this big. And this one to be this big. Alright, so let's see what we got. I'm just going to cut down not too far with it. About due for a new blade. I'll bring you in a little closer so you can see what I'm doing. Stare at my bald head. So I'm just making a bunch of cuts like this, and I'm gonna do that all the way around. So what I was doing is cutting it off and then doing that and holding on to it. So I got the whole 4x4 just hanging out here. So I can actually have something to hold on to while I'm going around cutting it. But this method kind of requires me to do a lot more marking out and a lot more prep work for it. So first time doing it this way. If it works. If it works better than what I have been doing, then this will be the new way I do it. Always learning. Always learning. Oh shit. Dropping stuff. I gotta make this workbench bigger. I really do. That's the next step. Eyeballing it, how deep I Fun stuff. Sometimes it's just a grind. Woodworking. I think when you're selling stuff, you kind of gotta find stuff that you can mimic over and over again, kind of efficiently, and where you won't get completely sick of it every time you have to do it. It's like, oh, I'm gonna have to make one of these. I don't want to do this. You know, it's my creation. I think it's about time to change this blade. Well, I think this method's not too bad. All right, got all 4 sides cut up, so I'll move it over here too. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and cut this guy off. Ooh. As I drop this off my workbench. There we go. I'm gonna cut this guy off so I can go ahead. There we go. For a battery-powered miter saw, this thing does pretty good. So there we go. This is what my apples. This is where it all starts from. Put you on my good side. Take that guy. Hammer. Some chisels. Let's just try not to cut myself because these chisels are like brand new. And I went ahead and sharpened them up because the factory edge on these things are just god awful. And here, you want to see something satisfying? I'm gonna bring you down on my level. We're gonna get close, you and me. This is so fun. Yeah, these little wafers that I can trip on later. Since I don't have a lathe, because if I had a lathe, I'd just turn the apple, you know? But since I don't have a lathe, which, you know, it costs money, so that'll be one of my things to get soon-ish. Then I'll go ahead and just turn these apples, but since I don't have a lathe, this is what we get. But I think this method worked pretty good. As long as I don't break this side or this side when I'm doing this, will be okay. This is the satisfying part of woodworking, is this fun stuff. Just shooting little chunks of wood everywhere. See if I can do it with my fingers. Yeah. Ooh, yes. Yeah, nope, I like this. This is, oh, yeah, see. Yeah, be careful. I got a little split right there. I think that was just from where the wood dried. I don't want to break that. Gotta be a little delicate around the edges here. Getting a little too rough, maybe. Calm down, Dylan. There we go. There we go, look at that. Just like that, I have the inside of my apple. So what I'll do is I'll clean it up more with my chisel, and then I'll get my big bench sander out and grind it down, make these round. Just so these chisels are very sharp, so I always stab myself with a chisel. I always do it. Not today. Not today. At least I hope so. Those little knobbies off of here. Look at that. I could watch somebody do this probably for hours. Just sit here and look at that. Got the makings of an apple for my bookends. So can't be mad at that. I think this method worked out better than my jigsaw method. Oof. And so these are sharp chisels. I just sharpen these, so gotta be careful. Chisels mess you up. These are so sharp. I went to school for construction. The first thing they made us use was a handsaw, chisel, and a hammer. There's a lot of boo-boos when we did using fresh chisels. Well, these are just DeWalt chisels. They're not nothing special. They're like $40, but I went ahead and put an edge on them, and I think they work. I think they work pretty good for just getting an edge. I'm going against the grain there, so. We don't need to do all that, but there we go. There's the makings of an apple. So I think I can get like 15 of these out of that 4x4. How cool is that? What I should do is just put some like Asian music on, little flute action, and just do this. I bet you I'd have 1,000 viewers on just doing this. I know I'd watch it. But the fun part of this for me is I get to this form, and now I can use my Dremel. If I can find it. You know what? I also have these guys I've never used. Whole set of carving tools. Never used them, but I ain't gonna use them now. I'm using my Dremel tonight. There it is. There we go. Got that apple shape all carved up. Need to make this round, but I want to get the inside here. So I'm going to use my Dremel to get that carved up. sit down for this. This little thing is pretty cool. It's like a little pen. I bought these pretty aggressive looking guys on here. Nope. Only thing that sucks is they're pretty like underpowered, I think. I need to get me I'm probably gonna get me like an M12 Dremel soon. Probably wait till Black Friday. They always have good deals on M12 stuff. But I'm gonna take this rough shape here and really start getting it. 4800 watt. Start really shaping it now. So this is an apple, and I want it to look like kind of decaying. I go ahead on the inside of this lip here, and I start like making a moat around. So it's like the wilted skin is over it. I really want to make a poison apple soon. I gotta be careful. This bit's pretty aggressive. So it pulls away a lot and bogs on this motor. I bought this pen originally to make like carve out stars on a flag. That was good. And this, like these apples that I make are like the kind of like the first things I've ever really carved. The Dremel. Yeah, I was looking at the bigger Dremels, but I also want something that's kind of small like this because I don't want to be sitting there holding a big Dremel trying to carve with. So like that's where the pen's really, really good. And M12 for one, I don't need a cord. Two, it's maybe a little bit like double the size of this, but still like fine to hold on to. So still want something that's kind of like this, just a little more power. So I've got a larger Dremel. It's just not fun to use to do this to use it for this application. It's not fun. Oh. Yeah, I've used them before. I've used them before, and I've been looking at Dremels. I think I'm gonna go with the Milwaukee one, just because I have a lot of batteries already, and I think it'll be good in addition to this. What am I working on? So got a little piece of 4x4 here. I'm making it into an apple. Cheap Dremel. Dremels are cheap, yeah, rotary tool. I'm making an apple like this to go on my Death Note bookends that I sell on Etsy. So I've got 4 of them to make. Red tool, nice, yeah. So, but yeah, I'm in the process of making me an apple. So my brother, he's a locksmith that also cuts in like strikes for like electrified doors. So like badge reader unlocks the door and lets you in. And they'll go pick up like the kits from like the Black & Decker kits or whatever of Dremels because they burn them up so fast, and they seem to work pretty good. So, you know, like buying $120 Dremel every time to burn it up kind of suck. So I know they buy like the off-brand Dremels, which is completely fine. Like even like I think Bauer has one from like the Harbor Freight. Like I might go buy me a Harbor Freight Bauer one because I mean I love this stuff. It works really good. But I was thinking about cordless sounds pretty nice too. Yep, Death Note anime. Yep, that's what I'm working on here because the Shinigami, the demon, would eat apples. So it's pretty cool. So I'm making some of those. I've sold a few of them already. I've got all the wood cut out to start making a Berserk bookend as well. It could be a bookend or like I've got one of these just hanging out in my house. I'm getting sawdust all over it. That's my personal one that I love. And it's just like a showpiece. So, yep, I like woodworking, but I like woodworking the stuff I like to work. You know, like I like anime a lot, and I like it, and this stuff's fun. So that's what I'm doing. I'm doing whatever I want to do. Hopefully people buy it, but I've got to get a few of these made because in November I got an anime convention to go to hopefully sell some of this stuff and have a booth. So. Yeah, try and get the inside of this shaped and carved up. This little Dremel does a pretty good job. Thank you, appreciate it. I'm trying. I like building, you know, I get these ideas and I just want to build, so. I've got quite a few things I built that nobody really cares for, but I love them, so. Here's one thing I just built. I'll show you something I just built. Exactly. It's like, worst case scenario, nobody wants to buy what I just built, and I have it. Now I have something cool that I built. So this is a shelf I built. I gotta finish it up. It's a kunai shelf. That's what I call it. Kind of like from Naruto. It's my Naruto shelf. So I got that. That's going to my wife's best friend. I got Ichigo's sword. I've sold a few of those. So I've been building those. This guy here. I don't know if you like Gangs of New York. I just went ahead and made a hatchet or a oh god, what are they called? Meat cleaver. There's a Build a Butcher on it. Just fun stuff. It all makes me happy, so I build it. The only thing that sucks about these Death Note bookends is they kind of take a while to make. So, like, I don't sell them for a ton of money. I think I sell them for $66 is what I sell them for with free shipping on my Etsy, which is also in my bio if you guys want to buy one of these. But I gotta carve this apple out, and I have to. My high-tech gluing station. It's on the floor right here. I have all these glued up. I gotta glue 3 pieces together and wait for that to dry. Give it a good sand. Get the profile all right. Then I can stain it. Then I can paint it. With the Berserk one, I'm going to be carving the name out and what's called a sacrifice symbol or whatever from the book on the front there. So I'm going to carve it out with this guy. Fill it full of red epoxy and then put the book up so it's like bleeding. And then, so it's like a ton of steps for these pretty cool little items. I definitely have a lot more time in them than I probably should for the amount of money I charge for them. But I just think they're freaking cool. They make me happy. I build them for you and me. That's what it is. For the consumer and myself. If nobody buys them, I have a bunch of them. Oh. You just wait right there. Don't go anywhere. They're called bay lids. And my brother 3D prints them. Look at that. The mouth is glossy. And paints them for me. So he just made me 4 of these guys, these bay lids. Right? He painted them. Super freaking cool. I love them. He's making me some other ones too. So these are the Crimson bay lids, which is like the most popular one from the Griffith, the baddest dude in the book. So I got 4 of those and those are gonna go. Those are gonna be like the showpieces. I just ordered some plexiglass like dowel rods, so that can be kind of hovering above and just kind of floating there. And I was thinking about putting. My wife said it's dumb, but what does she know? I was gonna put a necklace string on it, out of like rope or whatever, and I was gonna see if I can use super glue or something to kind of like glue it so the necklace is kind of floating there, so it looks like it's just like hovering in midair with the necklace, you know. But I don't know how that would ship. That might just be for me. Oh, thank you. Did you check out my stuff? Yeah, I've been building stuff. Trying to build some pretty cool stuff. I also make candles too. Why not? Yeah, it's I got lots of ideas in my head, and I'm just trying to bring them all to life right now. Just figuring it out one step at a time, along with building my skill set as a woodworker as well. So I just started a Patreon that has access to my Discord, so woodworkers can like talk to each other and stuff, because woodworking can be a little lonely. Like, this is the most interaction I get, is talking to you guys while I'm live, which I do. I go live every Wednesday and Friday night while I'm out here in the workshop, and I'm back on schedule now to have a new video out every week. Is my goal to maintain. I had to take a little bit of a break because my wife gave birth to my newest kid. So I'm getting back on track with having a video out, having my shorts out, and then making sure I'm live here too. So all the fun stuff. And I also work a full-time job, but yeah. So it's Friday, so I can be out here late building stuff. My fun stuff. Yeah, we should. We should come over. Build something. We'll have to figure out what we're going to build, though. What do you want to build? My wife should do woodworking? Yeah. I mean, she loves doing this stuff, so I'm going to cut some more of these out, and she's going to do the carving. My wife does the laser engraving for me, because she doesn't let me touch that machine because I'll mess it up. That'd be pretty cool. I'm in on that. Whatever you want to do, you tell me. We'll get the wood for. I got a big old hunk of oak sitting over here. We can build something with too. So, whatever you want to build, we'll do it. Surprised you're still awake. Did you just get home not too long ago? But, yeah, it's all the fun stuff. Oh yeah, man, that sucks. That sucks. You have to work tomorrow too? Or you off for the weekend? I got, on top of this, I got some side jobs starting next weekend. I got a quote Sunday. So busy. So busy. No? No, you don't have to work tomorrow? Oh, man. Check that out. It's starting to take shape. Dogs making noise. Keep killing possums outside. Keep on finding dead possums everywhere. Oh. That was a mistake. That was a mistake. Oh, nice. Means you gotta be at soccer all day tomorrow. With me. Where I'll be. So I kind of got that profile down now. So I'm going to go ahead. My wife will beat me if I don't leave some carbon for her. And I'm going to get the bench sander out. And kind of get a profile on it now. There we go. All right. There we go. Now it's going to get really dusty in here. Oh, you know what it is? I gotta bring this thing up. Brought it down while I was carving. Here we go. With my drink, so I'm just drinking sawdust and Pepsi. So I'm gonna sand this guy down and try and make this round now. I'm gonna breathe in all the carcinogens. I really need to set up my dust collector. It's on the to-do list, that's for sure. It takes it right down. We could make some wands for the kids. Thank you. I love this sander. This thing's nice. This is a Christmas gift to myself. 1 year. What we should do is I was looking at some classes because always gotta be learning for some woodworking. I think I was telling you about it. I want to go make something. I want to go to like a lathe class or something to learn how to use a lathe properly. Because I want to buy one, but I also don't want to just go into it raw dog in it, because I don't want to shoot a chisel into my chest or something. Push too hard. Oh yeah. Jeez. You know what I saw the other day? I was in these very rich people's house working, and going to their basement, they've got baseball bats as the handrail going all the way down. I was like, man, I could probably make something like that. I'm sure they didn't. I'm sure it's not cheap. There we go. Starting to look like an apple, isn't it now? Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. I'm in. Let's do it. I'm in. Yeah, I was thinking about going to like some yard sales and trying to find some cheaper stuff too. Almost got it. Wow. Taking the skin off my fingers. Sounds good to me, dude. I don't know how to do any of that stuff. You show me. Short amount of time from chunk of 4x4 to looking like an apple. I got some more carving to do in the center here and on the edges, and then make my little stem and poof. That sounds good to me. You lead the way. So we'll just we just gotta get some time to do it then. Right. That's the key right there. Thank you, sir. All that from that 4x4. I think I'm gonna have to. I probably get like 15 apples out of this one 4x4. But you see how long it took. It takes a little while to get them, but I think it's worth it for sure. Sawdust Pepsi. Little hint of pun in there. Yeah, always the key. It's like, yeah, we didn't say we're gonna do everything. It's just like we ain't got no time for it. But no, I'm down. I want to learn more stuff. I am still learning so much stuff about woodworking, and I want to become a master at it and really hone everything in. So that's the goal before I die. Right? That's what I'm saying. Like, this took so much longer than if I had a lathe and just popped off an apple, it'd be quick. It'd be so quick. I do like the results that like this kind of gives me, but the lathe, I turn so many of them so quick. I'm sure once I figure it out. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I think that I was looking at some lathes at like Harbor Freight too. They got a $300 one that I was looking at. Shove this guy back in his home. I drop it. Yeah, I put my skill saw down there too. Taking my workbench. My skill saw, my scroll saw. This thing is awesome too. Now I want to work on my TheSapShop sign I've been messing with. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm usually isn't like fruit and stuff is the first thing you learn is what I feel like I've heard that before. Is making like pears and stuff is kind of one of the first things you learn how to do on a lathe. Did you see these things my brother made me with his 3D printer? Wicked looking. They got like a tiny one that's like, I mean, it's like 2 foot and do like smaller stuff. Obviously, I think it was like $300, but they got like a full size one, and I think I would put a lathe probably in front of this window here, because all of these tools are going up on this wall here with some French cleats real soon. Thank you, I appreciate it, Tom. Sacrifice sleep to hopefully make some really cool stuff. That's my goal. We will never sleep, because sleep is for the weak. I'm just kidding. I'm getting tired, actually. But I have a few more things I want to accomplish before I go to sleep. Hey, that's fine. Hey, I've seen a few woodworking places, I saw one at a yard sale. It was, what was the brand? It was a big one. We'll have to look around and see what we can get into. But yeah, no, lathe would be pretty cool to pick up. We do so many activities with a lathe. Just giggle while the shavings are flying. Oh, sounds like fun. That sounds good. Maybe let's do a little shopping and see what we can find. But Harbor Freight's not a bad idea to start with for sure. Yeah, I think a lot of that stuff has like pretty good warranties on it. I'll look into it too to see what's going on. I need to find me a bandsaw too. Right? No, yeah. It's spends $300. It's kind of like a lot, but yeah, we each spend $150. It's like, oh, whatever, and won't be a big deal at all. I like that idea. I think we should do that. Let me do a little bit of research on them too to make sure like all the reviews are good on it. But hey, I'm in. A lathe would be a game changer for some stuff we could build. That's for sure. Alrighty. Cut out all these letters here with the scroll saw. So I gotta get the paper off of it, get them sanded, and which I use this stencil glue, which seems to be all right. See if it comes off easy. Then they need sanded, and I gotta clean them up a little bit from. Yep, I got it's an older one. I got it from a marketplace. I got a Craftsman planer right there. I don't use it very much. I think I need to put some new blades on it, but whatever. That's part of it. But it works really good. I've only used it like once or twice, I think. Because a lot of stuff I do, I don't need that right now. But yeah, I picked that guy up for 150 bucks from a guy on Facebook Marketplace. Yeah, the biggest tools I don't have, the biggest tool I don't have is a bandsaw. Because it's pretty expensive, and I don't want to spend like 200, 300 bucks on a cheap one from Home Depot. That needs to stay on there. I need a scroll saw that actually. I don't want to buy a cheap one from Home Depot that only goes up to like 9 inches when it won't cut half the stuff. Let me see. I'm gonna pull it out. This thing's heavy as shit. Here you go. Oh. Let me measure it. Looks like it does up to 13 inches. Yeah, 12 inch. So a foot, I think is what it does. Yeah. So not very big, but not bad. I guess I got it from Marketplace. Oh, got it. These aren't on my letters, are they? No, it can't be. Missing some letters. I'm missing some letters. I have no idea how much those blades cost. I have to look into it though. Let's see here. I feel like I'm missing some letters. Where'd I put them? You have to look into it and see what I can find. It's flicking a booger off my. There you go. See if the sander will help me out a little bit. Or if it's gonna shoot my letter across the thing. There we go, that made a quick work of that. I'm making, so I got my frame and my sign started. I'm making a SAP woodworking sign. So I got my fancy S. So it's a TheSapShop is what I got cut out here, or TheSapShop. So yeah, I'm definitely missing letters. So I got the, where's the E? There's my E. S, P. Oh, nope, I got them all. I already cut out the centers, but I went ahead and cut this out with my scroll saw the other day. So I decided I want to make a badass sign to like showcase. So that's why I went ahead and got rid of my wood rack over here. It's sitting over there in pieces on my floor because it sucked anyways and it was bent. And I went ahead and made this rack on the other side of my workshop to hold my wood and double as a drying rack as well. So I can put my big sign right there when you first walk in, TheSapShop. And I don't know what else I'm gonna put on there. I'm like having a creator block or whatever it's called. And on the other side of the sign, I'm gonna put some French cleats and toss a bunch of my power tools on the wall. I think just you walk in, TheSapShop is right there, and tools. Like I want, you know what you're getting into the second you walk in here. It's like, okay, I see what's happening. So trying to figure out exactly what I want to put on there. As farthest I've gotten is get my letters. So got the letters, and I don't want to put saw blades on there or something generic. Kind of want something that showcases me, but I also don't want it to be like, I want it to be obvious this is a woodworking shop sign. So I'm like conflicted. Oh yeah, they're backwards, but yeah, you're seeing it backwards. But I got the TheSapShop letters here, so I'm gonna stain them. There we go, black. So I got a backing. This is a backing board from cabinets that my boss had some cabinets put in at the workshop, and this is extra backing board, like birch board that he just let me have. I got a bunch of it just sitting over here, so made this. See, I'm gonna put on my sign. I'm not sure yet. So all the fun. I've been staying up at night, tossing and turning, like, what am I gonna put on my sign? And I have a really good idea, and I'm like, no, I'll just second guess myself the whole time. It's driving me insane. It's been a long time since I've had like creative block on something. So I used to draw when I was a kid, and you know, I'd draw a little bit and get frustrated and go away, go skateboard or something. I'd come back and draw a little bit more. So nostalgic of like creator block, especially when it's like something as big as this is my woodworking done. This is my sign I'm gonna make. I want it to be a showcase of what I can do, slash an expression of who I am, and just I want it to do something cool as shit. But it's also annoying because I can't figure out exactly if I want to make it, you know, just like whatever the hell I want, or if I wanted to keep it very specific to woodworking. There we go. All right. I was surprised at how good these came out. With I thought I was gonna break it, you know, get them all, mess them up with the scroll saw, but I cut out the center of this one here and the center of this one here. Oh, the letter, yeah, they're looking really good. I gotta use some hand files on the inside to here where it got a little rough, but I already knew I was going to have to do that. Getting detailed. Just throwing shit on the ground like I'm not going to have to clean it up tomorrow. You have one? I got a crappy hand plane. I got a power planer that I'm going to build a stand for so I can make like a little joiner out of it. But I've got a power planer, but my hand planer is Home Depot junk. I gotta buy a good one, like a nice one where I can take off really thin, nice, precise pieces. All on the list of things to get, you know. Because the one I have is just, like I said, cheap, and I don't, I abused it, and now it's all messed up. There we go. There we go. Oh, you have a DeWalt one? Is that any good? I got a cheap one from Home Depot. I've always wanted to do so I like watching this like what are they, like the Asian kind of building. It's okay. You see the ones where they have like just like the wood planers where they're peeling off these like super crazy thin strips. I kind of wanted to make like a spoof woodworking video, like you know the Asian ones with the Oriental music in the background where they're taking off these super fine shavings and making super cool looking stuff. I kind of want to make it a spoof of that, but you know, red bearded white guy in a shed. I don't know what would you play in the background of that, like Kid Rock or something. But I love watching this. Broke it. Broke it. Oh yeah. Well, it's always worth it. I mean, it's always worth a shot messing with it, but you also don't want to break it either. Team glue. Yeah. I think I put too much glue on this. What's going on? How are you? Hello, I am Dylan from Ohio. We're doing woodworking in my shed tonight. Or trying to. I'm gonna come back to this one because I broke the tip off of it, so I might have to make a new one. Tragedy. I've got some carving tools that I got from. So my parents are renting this house. It's this old couple's house, and the guy that the couple the husband, he passed away. He was a woodworker, and he had a bunch of tools. And the lady was like, "Oh, just take whatever you want." And I got. So I don't even know exactly what these are. I'm pretty sure they're carving tools. I go live on Wednesdays and Friday nights at around like 9 Eastern Standard Time. But I got all these. Oh, I'm done. All these tools here. I've had them for years, since I was like 14, 15. And I want to learn how to use these guys. Gotta oil them up and fix them up, but there we go. Oh, there. Helps if I put it in the right pocket. That's got a little hole in it. I've had these for a long time. Like 15 years. Right? They're cool. I have no idea how to really use them, so I want to learn how to use them. But yeah, this old guy, I love stuff like that. This old guy, he passed away, and they was just chilling in the barn that, we were renting a house, and she was like, yeah, just if you're gonna use them, you can have them, and I kept them, and in a way, I'm like, I would like to learn how to use them, just to bring them back to life. Like this guy did woodworking, and I don't know if those were his favorite tools, if he never touched them or what, but maybe it's something that live on, or whatever. There we go. This stencil glue is supposed to come off easy, but it's not coming off easy. The bottle lied to me. Hey, if it works, right? Get this stuff off this P. I gotta figure out how I'm gonna set this sign up. It's bugging me. So I drew it up a little bit, but not very great. All right. Okay, cut that out. I cut that out. I'm gonna put my sign up here so I can look at it better. Yeah. Oh, I get it. Yeah. Yep. Use yours. Oh yeah. I am picking up what you're throwing down. Check out this frame that I got. It's a metal frame. I got it out of a dumpster at a Target because they're throwing away a bunch of their signage and stuff, and just went ahead and put my wood in there. And super cool frame. I got a couple of them, so went ahead and painted it. There we go. Let's see if you guys can see. So I was thinking about raising these letters up some. Just putting a little piece behind it so they're just up just a tiny bit. So they're not just so static or flat. I don't know what the word would be. There we go. That one. I figure out what else I'm gonna do with this. I don't think I want it like this, taking over the whole dynamic of it. And see, this is so tiny. So either I'm gonna do I don't know if I'm gonna have this on here or not. Probably not. I think I'm gonna make this fancy, gothic looking. Add some nice stuff to the corners here. And then, you know what I got? Look at that. Hello, piece of wood. I'm looking for you. That round piece. Where did I put it? Down here somewhere. So I got something like this. No. Oh yeah, I could laser engrave like an American flag or something. Now we're thinking. Now we're cooking. So I was thinking one of my favorite quotes. This isn't a full quote, but it's envy is ignorance and imitation is suicide. It's like one of my favorite things. So I was gonna have that. I was gonna like laser engrave that somewhere on here as well. Where'd that piece of wood go? I got a round piece of wood. I just had it. That I was thinking about using in here as well. Oh, here it is. Oh, I also have do some of this. I also have a sign I made a long time ago. It might be too big. It's too big. No, it fits. I got it. Ohio. Put Ohio on here. That'd be freaking cool. Put Ohio on here. I don't want to scratch it up because I got hanging stuff on the back here, but you can use the Ohio, put that on here, maybe just make Ohio black or laser engrave it. That's why a circle here. I don't know if that's coming in handy. Yeah, so I got the big thing of Ohio. I can laser engrave something on here. Maybe I can laser engrave American flag on here. Or just stain this black. Put it on here. And then have the TheSapShop natural wood colored popping off here. And then I'll do... Let me pull these off of here. So have this kind of centered. And then I'll do... like... Now we're cooking. Maybe something like this. Yeah, the TheSapShop right there. And I can add some more stuff around it. Offset, like the Ohio offset or the letters offset. So I got them kind of staggered. So kind of like that. Or offset the Ohio itself. The Ohio? What do you think? Like off to one side? Sorry. Getting excited, just toss it in my stand wherever I want. Offset, and I can do some more stuff over here. Or I could put the TheSapShop words over here. No, I would. We're on to something. So, have Ohio chilling off to one side and do something over here. Or I put the TheSapShop over here. So I need to Yes, yep, I'm going to use the laser engraver because like the symbol for the SapShop is like a totem that I got tattooed on my leg. But I don't have a picture of it on with me. But I can laser engrave on this. So I think we're on to something. I think that's it. So I think I'm gonna make Ohio black. What do you think? I got my laser engraver. I think I might make another Ohio. This one's okay. This is like, I made this a long time ago, so it's not great. But I think I'm gonna make another cutout of this, which I think would be pretty cool. Like my workbench? What do you mean? You like my workbench? Gotcha. Yep, no, I agree with that. You need some contrast, but yeah, the black Ohio would look super good. Oh, you like my workbench? Thank you. Yep, I've got workbench from here. I got my Red Bull mini fridge. Oop. Then my assembly table area. Then my CNC router set up over there. Appreciate it. Yep, no, I like it. We're bouncing off each other. That's what we need to do. Yeah, I'm gonna make another Ohio though. This one is good-ish, but it's rough. And I can do a lot better than this. So let's see. Cuts aren't great on it. This isn't straight. It's kind of, see, it's like my first attempt at making Ohio, but I think it turned out okay. I mean, it's not bad. It's not that bad. It's kind of bad, but not that bad. So I think I got a chunk of wood. So I need a chunk of wood to cut a new one of these out. But I like it. I'm in. So we're gonna do Ohio. So I'm gonna draw this up then. I'm gonna do Ohio offset, the SapShop, and then figure out something over here. Probably my laser engraved totem over here. Yep, I like it. Yeah, no, it did, definitely. And Ohio's gonna be, that's a good idea. Offset, and then I can do some pretty cool stuff with that, that's for sure. But my phone is saying it's about to die, so I'm gonna have to get off here. But yep, I got some ideas. I'm probably gonna get my notebook and start drawing some stuff down. So I'll see you guys later. I'll see you tomorrow at soccer. Oh, gotta be there at 9. Probably should go to sleep anyways. It's almost midnight. So see you guys.